In this video, we're looking at the DJI Mini 3 Pro and is it still worth it? The honest truth about this drone. So the DJI Mini 3 Pro was released in May 2022 and I think way ahead of its time. The actual technology and features we got in this compared to the DJI Mini 2 were absolutely groundbreaking. It had obstacle avoidance sensors so it can detect objects in that area. We had active track, spotlight mode, you could do hyperlapses. It even has a rotating camera so you can capture horizontal photos and videos. At one click of a button it rotates and now you can capture vertical content as well. So I did a recent video on the DJI Mini 3 Pro explaining that firmware wise nothing new was going to come for this drone. We're not going to get any new features, we're not going to get any features from the Mini 4 Pro to the DJI Mini 3 Pro. This is as good as it's going to get. So that begs the question, is it actually still worth it? You can't buy this drone new on the DJI website anymore, they don't stock it, which means you're going to have to buy one either refurbished or used. Now the difference in price between like a refurbished Mini 3 Pro and a DJI Mini 4 Pro new is about £300, $300. So is the DJI Mini 3 Pro still worth it? And I think mini drones are fantastic and I know loads of you guys do as well. They're small, discreet, portable, easy to take with you and you can still get really good photos and videos. But the key advantage with these drones is that they have less restrictions than you would find on one of the bigger drones. You're not going to need drone licenses to fly these. You can literally get these. In some countries you're going to need to actually register the drone or register yourself and that is it. It doesn't take any exams to fly one of these drones. That's a massive advantage. Now admittedly, since the Mini 4 Pro had come out, I barely ever fly the Mini 3 Pro and it was just left to like gather dust on the shelf and I'm just thinking, why am I even keeping this? But I wanted to actually see, is the Mini 3 Pro still worth it? So I went to the lakes recently, one of my favorite spots, and I actually flew this drone and I was really impressed and surprised at just how good this drone still is. But I also wanted to see just how much I missed the features on the Mini 4 Pro. Now both of these drones are fantastic and they have a load of features built into them. But for me, the Mini 4 Pro, it only has a few key features which are worth it for me. You see, both of these drones have master shots. I never use master shots. I wouldn't care if master shots went and we got something different instead. I never use master shots. Quick shots, they both have quick shots. I really do enjoy quick shots. They both have quick shots. Both of these drones can take photos in JPEG and RAW in both horizontal and vertical. For video, you can shoot in horizontal or vertical mode on both of these drones up to 4K 60 in the normal video mode, so that's the same. You can do 4K 100 slow motion on the Mini 4 Pro, but I'm not really using it that much. For battery life, it's pretty much the same. I would argue though that the Mini 3 Pro is slightly better battery, and the camera sensor, this is also exactly the same. So if you're wanting a mini drone with the advantages that they bring, able to actually shoot video up to 4K 60 horizontal and vertical with no crop, good photos, this really is a good choice. And when I was actually filming here, I was actually really surprised at just how good the photo and video quality is on the Mini 3 Pro. So when I was flying the DJI Mini 3 Pro, I would say there was only a few features that I did miss from that Mini 4 Pro. Now the sensors, these are a big advantage, especially for beginners. So on the Mini 4 Pro, you have omnidirectional sensoring. So this can actually detect objects from the side with these two sensors here. On the Mini 3 Pro, it doesn't have any side sensors. So when you are flying, especially in this location where there was quite a few trees, I didn't want it to hit a tree or a twig and go into this water, it'd be unrecoverable. But the side sensors being missing on here, that is a disadvantage. And when you're doing tracking modes on the Mini 4 Pro, you can shoot in up to 4K 60. So in this example here, when I was using spotlight mode, on the Mini 3 Pro, it maxes out at 4K 30. So you can't slow that footage down. I like to actually slow it down by half and get really nice smooth footage. I couldn't do that on the Mini 3 Pro, but you can see from this shot here, it still looks really impressive, doesn't it? Now, two features the Mini 4 Pro has that the Mini 3 Pro doesn't, that I also missed, was waypoints and cruise control. So cruise control is great. You literally press the C1 button at the top, and when you're flying, the drone will then go into autopilot and continue that path. On the Mini 3 Pro, it doesn't have that, and I do use that feature a lot, especially for establishing shots, really slow moving shots, and also if I want to actually film myself. And the same with waypoints, you can create your own drone mission on here, so you can tell it exactly where you want it to fly, the height, the location, the angles, and you can save that, and it will then go and do all of that for you. You don't have that on the Mini 3 Pro. But those are like the only features that I missed. So cruise control, waypoints, the slow motion in active track, And I do like the D-Log M color profile as well. When I'm actually color grading, I can actually get better colors coming from that than the D-Cinelike color profile. But photos and videos wise, pretty similar. Battery life similar. Now controllers, the RC2 on the Mini 4 Pro is better. You have external antennas on the top of it, so the signal is slightly better. Not like massive difference, but it is better. The screens are identical, so in terms of brightness, they both have the same screen. But navigating through the menus, this does feel a lot faster coming back from the RC. So this has a new chip inside of it, so navigating through the menus, changing settings, it is going to be a lot quicker on the DJI RC2. So sure, if you're wanting one of these two small drones, the Mini 4 Pro is the better drone. It has more features. It's also going to be supported for longer. You're going to get new firmware released often for the Mini 4 Pro. Also going to get the new DJI RC2 controller. So if you have that budget, go for it. But you can get some really good deals on the Mini 3 Pro. I'm just looking at some of these deals. So you can get it refurbished on the DJI website. It's going to give you a bit more peace of mind because you can like return it back to them. So that's going to be around about $550 But if you're going onto the used market, looking on eBay, you can actually get some Mini 3 Pros for around about £350, $350. And then that price from a used Mini 3 to a Mini 4 Pro, it is a huge difference, isn't it? Now with DJI not releasing new firmware for this, it's not a bad thing. It means that the Mini 3 Pro, it's reached its peak. It can't get any better than this. The photos and videos look fantastic on here, navigating through the menus, the settings, everything's been ironed out. So if you can get a Mini 3 Pro at a good deal, I think you're getting a really good drone. And if I was to, I could easily switch back to just flying the Mini 3 Pro instead of this new drone. And if you're thinking about getting the DJI Mini 4K, that is a great deal. But if you can spend a little bit more and get one of these drones with the RC controller, built-in screen, rotating camera, obstacle avoiding sensors, you gotta love this. Now I know getting the latest and greatest is fantastic. The fear of missing out on the latest product is 100% real, but don't be fooled by people saying to you, the Mini 3 Pro, this is crap now, don't even bother. I'm not going to lie to you and say, don't get the Mini 3 Pro. It is awful, it's old, it's outdated. Go and get the Mini 4 Pro all via my affiliate links at the top of the description. You know, I'm going to give you that choice. Get the Mini 4 Pro if you want the very best drone and you have that budget for it. 100%, yes, go for it. But if you want a drone that has a lot of similar features, is still more than capable, and you can get this now at a really good used price that brings me no benefit, but it's going to bring you benefits, I would 100% recommend it. So let me know what you think about the Mini 3 Pro. I've captured some fantastic photos and videos since having this, so I'm sure you will as well. If you're after a small, cheap drone, this is the one to get. Now, I do have my own website, so I will be able to help you out more. So I have my own DJI settings cheat sheets. These go through all of the different settings for any of these DJI drones, especially the Mini 3 Pro, showing you the settings to use, what settings to change, and what not to do as well. So if you want to go and check out any of these, I have digital and also physical versions, all going to be linked at the top of the description. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go and hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.